Hey guys, so a couple days ago, I finally went and saw a new sci-fi movie, Annihilation. Like I said, a new sci-fi movie from Ex Machina director Alex Garland. I think this is like the second film he's directed. I was a big fan of Ex Machina, so I was like, as soon as I saw his name pop up, I was like, oh, okay, cool. Um, this was a goddamn movie that I was looking forward to because kind of looked interesting. On as I was like, that looks interesting. But by God, did I get this trailer a lot? I mean, a fucking lot. Almost in front of every fucking movie I've seen over the last couple months. I had this fucking trailer. Like, to the point, I just am on my phone half the time for trailers anymore because I usually get the same ones over and over again. Probably have to do with the fact that I go to the movies so much nowadays, but still, goddamn, was I sick of this trailer. It was one of those movies like, when is this fucking movie coming out? I wanted to see it, but still, when is this movie coming out? Because I'm tired of seeing this fucking trailer. So, like I said, this movie looked interesting to me. It looked like one of those interesting sci-fi movies that, like, I wasn't 100% sure what the hell was going on in it, but I still was kind of curious because it looked pretty crazy. It had a lot of great actors. It was from a pretty damn good director, like I said. And, this is one of those movies. This movie hasn't done well at the box office. I saw it pretty much bombed at the box office. And I was like, when I first heard it, I was like, man, I'm kind of disappointed to hear that. But after seeing it and after, dwelling on it for the past few days, I understand why. I understand why. This is one of those movies, it's not for fucking everybody. It's not a movie for mainstream audiences. Well, I do say that. It's one of those movies, it's one of the hardest movies for me to review because I still am on the fence of whether I'd like this movie or not. It is really well made, but Jesus Christ, was it one of those movies that I just sat there like, I could imagine the best way to watch this fucking movie would be on fucking acid or doing some hallucinogenic drugs. Probably the best way to see this. Hell, one of my problems with this movie was I saw this movie right after I got off work, and I was very tired. And it's one of those movies I don't recommend seeing if you're very fucking tired. This movie it is a really good. It is a damn good movie in a lot of aspects. Like I said, it's really well made. It's visually stunning. The effects are pretty fucking good. It has some fascinating things like visuals in this fucking thing. Natalie Portman is pretty damn good as this wife who's trying to figure out what happened to her husband, who was played by Oscar Isaac, who was on a secret mission to go into this thing called a shimmer that's taking over the earth and trying to figure out what's going on in this substance that's covering the earth. Why, like, pretty much every time they send something in there, nothing ever comes back except her husband, and he's dying of like organ failure. Every one of his organs is failing, and has massive internal bleeding, and he's basically dying. So she's trying to figure out what the hell's going on, and she goes into with a group of women. No shock, because I was like, well, that's no shock. Of course, there's no men on this fucking in this group, because Natalie Portman and her feminist, that was probably something that she put in the fucking contract. I don't know. I'm being an asshole. I like Natalie Portman, but god damn it, she pretends it could be a fucking cunt. If you don't believe me, fucking watch the Golden Globes. But yeah, she was really good. Like, as this wife who is trying to figure out what's going on with her husband, and she's this really intelligent biologist who's also a former army sergeant or army soldier, and her husband Oscar Isaac is also an army soldier, and that's how they met. Oscar Isaac, one of those things is like, man, it's one of the second movie I've seen this week where a really talented actor is only in it for about 5 minutes, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, it's Oscar Isaac. Like, what they don't show you in the fucking trailers is that he, like, it begins like a year after he's been missing in the Shimmer thing, and he's thought to be dead, and just out of the blue he just pops up at their house and surprises her, and then he ends up having internal organ failure and everything else like that. And like I said, he's in a coma for fucking most of this movie, and only through flashbacks do you see scenes of him, like, briefly the relationship between her and Oscar Isaac are shown, like, throughout various parts of this movie. Jennifer Jason Leigh, I actually thought her performance was probably the best. I love Jennifer Jason Leigh. I was talking to somebody at work and said, ever since fucking Fast Times at Richmond High, Hateful Eight especially, fuck man, she's still goddamn gorgeous woman. I love it, Jennifer Jason Leigh. She's really good, and she's this pretty much emotionless psychologist who isn't really clear what her agenda is, why she's determined to go into Shimmer very early on, until like about halfway through you kind of find out, but it's just offhandedly it's very weird. But yeah, she it's like you can tell she has some kind of secret hidden agenda, why she's wanting to go into Shimmer so bad and lead this group. I love Jennifer Jason Leigh. She was great in this fucking movie. I don't see her enough in this fucking in movies anymore. This movie was, like I said, it's very weird. It's a thinking man sci-fi movie, and it's one of those movies, if you're not fucking paying attention, you're gonna be lost fucking quickly, because the movie was, like, I was going along with the movie, it was very weird. It's like, in this Shimmer thing, there's mutations going on, and, like, it's explaining, like, DNA is being mixed in with, like, other animals and stuff like that. There's, like, the DNA of a shark being mixed with an alligator, like you see in the trailers. That was cool. And fuck, that is freaky. Like the teeth of the teeth of the alligator are shaped like the fucking teeth of a shark. That's creepy. That weird ass bear thing. What the fuck was going on with that thing? It's very weird. But when it started getting into like plants turning into people, I'm like, what the fuck? And like, I'm just sitting there like, what? I like half the time, about for the last half of this movie, I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, it was just like, it's starting to lose me again. Maybe it's one of those movies I need to watch. I did like it. Like, it's one of those movies, like, the more I thought about it, the more I liked it. And like, I was like, yeah, like, there's a lot I liked about this movie. It was so weird and so, it's different. Like, you gotta say that about this movie. It's different. It's, you don't see much like this anymore. And it's sad because this movie didn't do well. Like I said, it's, it should, like I said, I can understand why, because, you know, half mainstream audiences are fucking retarded nowadays. They just want explosions and shoot 'em up movies and yada yada yada. That's coming from me, who loves those kinds of things too. But this is like a really, it's like between this and like Blade Runner 2049, like two movies that are really intelligent sci-fi movies. Even though I like this, or like Blade Runner 2049 a lot better than this. It's like, man, those like movies like those don't fucking do well, and that's why Hollywood usually doesn't make movies like that anymore, because of them not doing fucking well. We continue to go see stuff that just there's mindless popcorn fun, and that's what Hollywood keeps churning out. I mean, can't blame anybody but us for doing that. Like, I was the only one in that fucking movie theater seeing this movie. Like, the fucking ending, even the ending of this movie is just trippy. It's the best way. It's like, man, this is some trippy shit going on, like, towards the end of this movie. And it's one of those open-ended endings, like, what does it all mean, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, yeah. It's like, that movie ended, and I just sat there for a few minutes and like, well, that was something different. I was like, I don't want to get into it. It's pretty much, you can figure out what the shimmer is and where it came from pretty much from right off the bat. It's like in the first 5 or 2 minutes, they show that a meteor hits the Earth, and the shimmer comes out of the meteor, like oozing out the meteor, and it starts covering the Earth, and you're like, okay, I bet you I know where the shimmer came from, and I was fucking correct. It's not hard to figure out. It's not like, it's supposed to be a surprise, I guess, but not really. It's like, really, that was kind of, if you don't know, think what is the most overused twist, lazy twist you could ever think of, and it's exactly what you think it is. That's all I'll say. I mean, it's not really much of a twist. I don't think it was supposed to be that much of a twist. If it was, then fuck, that was a lame twist. But yeah, it's like I said, yeah. Like I said, once you see the meteor crash, you're like, where it's gonna go, where it came from, yada yada yada. The substance came from. That's like one of the mysteries about it. But yeah, like, this is a weird movie to review. It's like, man, like I said, parts of my, like, there's none of this movie I really hated at all. Like, I do recommend it if you kind of curious. It's an interesting sit. I don't know if there's a lot better movies out there I've seen this year, or so far this year. They're probably out right now. If you haven't seen some of the Oscar nominated movies, I would go see that before this. Hell, Game Night, I thought I liked Game Night better. Like I said, I liked this movie. I didn't love it, but I liked it enough. Even though it's like, kind of seems like I got a mixed reaction to it, I liked it enough. I do recommend checking it out. Yeah, Annihilation was pretty decent. Trailers. What the hell did I get in front of this? A bunch of new trailers. A Quiet Place, a new trailer for A Quiet Place, which was a more full-length trailer of what's going on, even though you really don't know what's hunting them. It's that movie where it's John Krasinski and Emily Blunt are this wife and husband living in this, like, post-apocalyptic world, or being hunted by something and they have to keep quiet. There's like barely any sound. Some of the best trailers have come from this fucking movie. That first trailer was amazing. Still one of the best trailers I've seen all year. Like, the last year or so was from that movie, A Quiet Place. And this trailer's pretty good too. I really want to see this. I hope it's as good as the fucking trailers have been. Like, the trailers have sold me on this fucking thing. Rampage. Yeah, like a more full-length trailer for this one too. I'm still baffled that we're getting a fucking movie adaptation to the video game Rampage. Who the fuck asked for that? Apparently somebody did. Because now we're getting it, and it's as that a Rampage movie would sound like. It's got The Rock, it's got a big giant monkey, that flying wolf, and I think a crocodile. I forgot that. I was like, I said it wasn't a lizard, a monkey, and Was it a wolf? I haven't played the game forever, but I'm like, I said, I don't think a crocodile was in the. I don't know. I don't think they got all the animals fucking right. I don't know. But I was like, why the hell? It's like, whatever. It's a monster movie with, it just happens to be an adaptation of a famous video game. I love that video game. Like I said, it wasn't much of a fucking story. Now they're just adding, like, The Rock in it. I don't know. But, yeah, whatever. And then right after that, I got a new trailer for Pacific Rim Uprising, which is weird to get those trailers back to back. It's pretty much a lot of the same shit in both trailers. I love Pacific Rim. I do. So I'm looking forward to this. It's like, I was wondering how the hell they would explain how the kaiju are coming back since the first one, how the first one ended. And in some way, there's a mystery of how they're coming back, how they came back. Somebody let them in. There's apparently a Jaeger fighting them too now. I don't know. There's a lot of shit going on in that trailer. John Boyega is, I guess, who's it? Idris Elba's son. Which I got from the first trailer. I got that just from the first trailer, but it's kind of confirmed in this. I'm like, all right. So that's how he's connected to the first movie. Sucks that Charlie Hunnam couldn't do it, but whatever. I thought he was good. I like Pacific Rim. I'm seeing this one way or another. It should be fun. It looks fun. I don't. Who is directing this? I know Guillermo del Toro ain't directing it, but that kind of sucks. But like I said, it looks like a lot of fun. But yeah, that's as far as trailers go. I do have one more review to do. I don't know if I'll be doing it tonight or not, but I'll be definitely getting this posted tonight, and then maybe tomorrow I'll be doing my other review. But until then, I'll talk to you guys later.